Good morning, guys. How are we doing? This morning, it's the 19th of January, by the way, 2021. And this morning I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I've realised that, in fact, I was told by a couple of friends that I don't keep eye contact with the camera at all times, and that this could be frustrating for some people. Well, to be fair, it's frustrating for me. You see, I'm autistic and I find it very hard to keep eye contact with anyone in any circumstance. I thought I was actually doing quite well, to be fair, and I'm aware as well in this video I'm doing a lot more than I normally do, because I've been made aware of it and now I'm very self-conscious of it. I am doing my best to keep my videos as centered as possible, but sometimes that's just not entirely always possible. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that to you. Not all autistic people are kids. We do grow up, and I'm now 47. Yeah, and I've never had any autistic support, ever. I've just had to deal with it. Now, according to my mother, my grandparents, who adopted me when I was 2, had me tested when I was 5, and it came out that I was autistic. So, but they never told anyone. So when I was 42, I actually went and got myself tested. Now, at the time, they said, well, yeah, you're just very high functioning, which is great, and that's fine, but adult services for autistic people are not really out there. There's not a lot out there. Once you reach the age of 18 or 21, usually the services all dry up, unless families push and push and push and push and push. That's all great, but I never had any support at all, because my parents decided that the best thing for me was to bring me up normal. Yeah. And as I think about it, and I think of all the things that I used to do from right up until I was about 13, and even now, I run around barefoot all the time. But what I was meaning to tell you was that I used to walk about on my toes all the time. It was normal. That was how I walked, was on my toes. I liked being a little bit taller, but I also didn't like the feel of certain surfaces underneath my feet. And I hated shoes and socks because they made me feel hot and bothered and itchy. I remember always on the move, being on the move, always having to be on the move. And with I was always told to stop fidgeting, stop fidgeting, stop fidgeting. In the end, my dad taught me how to twiddle my thumbs, because obviously my parents were older. They were older, well, my adopted parents, who are my grandparents, they were older enough that my dad had served in the war, in World War II, as a navigator for the Royal Australian Air Force, which came over here to the UK, and he met my mother in Cardiff at a dance at Cardiff Town Hall, and they got married in Plymouth. But he came over with Sunderland Flying Boats. I digress. The point is, and this is the main reason that I'm half and half. I'm just saying. I spent half my life here, well, actually more than half my life here now, and just under half my life in Australia. So yeah, I'm kind of, that's why my voice is weird. But yeah, it's also why I get very, very self-conscious about things, and it's also why, if confronted, I will come out either swinging or I'll go into a hole if I think it's a personal authority and I'll just go very, very quiet. The only way that I can stand up for myself is to yell and scream, and that is not helpful. Of course, in relationships, this makes it very, very difficult, and Tanny, bless his heart, is doing the best he absolutely can. Problem is that as you get older and you've had no autistic support, and I still have no autistic support, you've been masking your entire life. Your entire life you have spent masking, and because of that you get brain tired, and I am at the point where I am getting brain tired, so I'm fidgeting more, and I'm doing more of the eye flicking, and I'm doing more of lots of other things, and I'm not coping as well when I stand on things on the floor, and I'm not coping as well when things don't go quite exactly right, and if I feel like something's not exactly perfect how the way I want it, I will put it off for weeks and weeks and weeks. I have several projects that I'm working on at the moment for this channel, and for that exact reason I am falling behind, and I am really, really sorry. It's something that I'm going to work on today. I have things that I need to do today, and I need to stop putting them off. It's also part of the reason that I'm really, really tired at the moment. I'm finding it very, very difficult with the CPAP machine. I've just been given a new mask, and I think and I've been struggling with it for the last week. Not getting enough sleep for someone like me is absolutely horrific, and it just makes things so much worse. And as you can see, even though I've always had bags under my eyes, they're getting worse, and this week they are horrendous, I'm not gonna lie. And they're horrendous because I'm not getting enough sleep, and what I am getting is very broken up during the day as well. Like yesterday afternoon, I went through the whole morning doing bits and bobs, didn't do anything serious. The software I was using for editing the film decided not to work, so I went and had a sleep on the couch, didn't wake up till dinner time. So yeah, that's kind of the way it works. It's working. Yeah, so also if you see me flicking my fingers in a video, that's a stimming thing that I do. I also tend to rock on my ankles occasionally, or go up onto my toes. All these things are normal for someone like myself. So be aware, if you do see an adult fidgeting or see that they're struggling with eye contact, do not do this to try and get their attention, because that will make things worse, and please be understanding if they're not coping. Okay, so I will see you guys later on. Yeah, and I will get this video finished today if it's the last thing I do. Love you guys heaps. Bye.